Hi guys, story time on how my boyfriend of 8 months cheated on me. I'm not gonna use his actual name in the story for privacy, but let's just call him Mike. So me and Mike met because he was part of the frat and he was friends with one of my friends. And as soon as we met, we hit it off pretty good and we hung out once and then we were inseparable ever since then. To be honest, we did move things like pretty fast, which I know it's not healthy, which is probably why our relationship ended up the way it was. What I mean by that is that we had a very toxic relationship. Like, we were just always arguing. I'm not trying to put all the blame on him, but it was mostly him being the toxic one. I mean, there were times where I was toxic too, but not anywhere near as much as he was. So one weekend, my parents drove down to my college town where me and him both lived, and they wanted to go out with me and him just for like dinner. But he ended up going to a party without me instead of going with me and my family. So I thought that was very weird because he was supposed to be with me and my family and he chose to go to a party instead. And so we started having an argument over that because I was pretty upset. He then began to ignore me while he was at the party, so that made me like even more mad. But I didn't want to keep like double texting him, so I just like left him alone for the night. And then in the morning, I woke up to a breakup text from him. And then I received a text from one of my friends that he was with his ex at the party. Well, the entire time that we were arguing, he was just with his ex at a party, which I think that is like super, super weird. They told me that they were together like literally all night. So I text him and I'm like, I think it's pretty weird how you spend the entire night with your ex and then you choose to break up with me the next day. Like, that doesn't really add up or make sense to me. And this girl had given us problems in our relationship before. Like, on my birthday, I found out that he was secretly texting her while we were sleeping in the same bed. We were broken up, and literally like a week later, he went to the club with his ex. So like they started like talking after me and him broke up, like immediately after we broke up, which that is just not a good sign at all. So I actually think the bigger question is, what are y'all's thoughts on this whole situation?